Henry and Stengel are the two that are out there tonight, home.
Towards half forward. Big driving ball from Stewart. Little charge from Stengel, who you just spoke about. Isaac Smith, one more time! Diffusing the attack. Brilliant ball to Dempsey. Dempsey rolls onto that right of his. Again well weighted. Dangerfield doesn't break stride. Inside forward 50. Jones tries to get back. Stengel marks. You can look at the Cats' second.
Liberatore receives from Waitman. Into the pocket they go. Punched away from Norton. Baker where he needed to be. Smothered though by Guthrie. Scott pushed as he got a little left foot kick towards McLean. Hughes was there as well. Norton throws it on the left boot. He might have scraped it in for the Dogs first.
Play on.
Waitman to West. And then West carefully towards half forward, but brilliant in the end. Back to Lobb. So Lobb sees a vacant goal square, kicks it very long. He's got plenty on it. That's superb from Lobb. Back to 2 points. Dogs get their second.
Going to keep a close eye on the number of times Isaac Smith kicks to Sam Menegola, because it's happened quite a few times already. This time Menegola couldn't mark. Richards got it, gave to Bontempelli. Squaring ball to Norton, perfectly weighted. That is service to perfection.
Having such a hard time creating any forward half turnovers. Everything's starting from deep in their back 50.
Scramble again for the Dogs. Dangerfield, Henry goal.
Over the top to McLean. This looks a little better. Vandermeer. Well-weighted ball. Surely this settles. It does in the end. Scott needs to kick the goal. DeConey gets hold of him. Handball. English. Done. Back to a one-point game. Jones wins the battle. Knocks it towards the boundary line. Stengel keeps it in. Ollie Henry. Well-weighted ball. It's going to work out okay. Then Shannon Neal. His first goal in AFL football.
Stanley took front position. English's tap. Parfitt goes through. Atkins should kick a goal. Cats go back to back.
The Dogs last week were tense. It doesn't feel like much has changed.
Norton with a little hang on Mullen. Waitman breaks away. This looks promising. Lobb's in the pocket. Kolodjasny goes back, but Lobb takes the mark. Taylor Duray, one of those missing for the Dogs tonight, as Dempsey cruises past and adds some more pain.
Dempsey, the second goal of his career, and it is a game-high lead. Atkins again, part of this midfield machine that's doing it well tonight. Stanley again towards Henry, and Henry with the cleanest of hands.
Bowes had it knocked out of his hands by Bontempelli. West taken in the tackle, tries to get it out. Treloar. Bontempelli, clever tap. Poulter. The Bont creates, and Poulter finishes.
Amazing ability to read the ball better than anyone else around him. They're all trying to do the same thing. He does it better than anyone. Treloar handballed to Bontempelli. Didn't work out, so he got and kicked the goal. He's worked his way through, willed his way through the goal they needed early.
Fingertip perhaps from Conway, but Lobb comes away with it. End over end he goes forward through the hands of Stewart. Norton comes to meet it, gives it off. Vandermeer for another. This is dream stuff for the Dogs to start the third.
Now to Bontempelli. Forward again it goes. Vandermeer rolls onto the right. Kicks the ball to the top of the square. Waitman sets himself. Flies, grabs, couldn't quite use the handball. Here's Waitman. The little gift to Liberatore. And you can believe what you like, but what you need to know is the Dogs are in front in 3 minutes. Nevitt knew that Holmes was there. Drew the player. Holmes towards half forward. Neal wrestles with O'Donnell. Ends up with a footy. Goes towards the square. This will work out okay. The man that assists kicks his own.
Play on.
DeConey keeps it in. Needs to be clean here. Runs into Treloar. Couldn't get rid of the handball. Wanted Menegola. Ugle-Hagan finds Waitman. Maybe Waitman has the last laugh in this little passage of play.
Connor again. 3 Dogs here. Dale over the top. Brings it to ground. Crozier. Diving in Dangerfield. Little toe poke from Smith. Worked well. Atkins to Parfitt. It opens up here. Henry leading onto the ball. Got it. Will attempt to find a target inside 50. He goes to the pocket and he finds the target of Dangerfield. The Blues can knock off the Giants tomorrow. Dangerfield to make it that little bit harder with a little bit of brilliance. And Isaac Smith wants some late career hang time. Too far out to score. English and Norton. Two prominent deep targets. English gets a look at it. Got it.
Perhaps they can wrestle the lead back here. English feeds it to Treloar. Treloar runs inside 50. And the Dogs are in front. Waitman, English, Norton, the three deepest. Richards whacks it forward. In the end, Stewart had it for a long time. Waitman might finish this. He does. The door was hardly ajar. He worked his way through. Baker, as Akers in front of him, uses a bit of it and then works it inside 50. Ugelhagen, a tough night so far. Great grab. Looks pretty good. It's just getting there. In fact, it's gone all the way.
Coaching of Luke Beveridge to give him some more time in the ruck tonight. He also sent him back to the VFL a few weeks ago, and his form has been improved on the back of that. Norton. Norton's kick barely deviated, like the goal umpire underneath it. It's job done for the Dogs. It's season alive, and it's a nervous wait ahead. Bulldog heads will hit pillows tonight with their team holding a precious place in the 8. And they will wake up the most one-eyed Carlton fans in the country. Bulldogs by 25. Well, these are lovely, precious moments for Isaac Smith, who's given so much to the game and now will focus his attention back on his family and his youngsters, Isla and Emmett, Otis and Remy, Sam Menegola's children, of course their partners, Emma and Candice as well. We'll wait and see what the future holds for Sam Menegola, but this is the end for Isaac Smith. A highly decorated career across two clubs, one of just 31 players in the history of the game to win premierships at two different clubs. And he is rightly being acknowledged. Luke Bruce on hand, one of his former Hawthorn premiership teammates. And the Cat faithful have stayed around to see him off in style. Sam Menegola, in many ways, had the hard road to the AFL at two clubs before he got his opportunity at senior football, and all told for Geelong, 117 games.